So you know how when like a really important person is going to show up somewhere, like a king or something?
Yeah.
Everyone scrambles to get things ready.
Yeah, like the red carpet treatment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be diving into this whole idea of preparing for something big.
Oh, cool.
We'll be looking at a devotional that uses Isaiah 40.3.
Okay.
It's all about clearing a path in the wilderness.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But it got me thinking,
Yeah.
what about our own lives? Like, what are the wilderness areas in our lives
Oh, I see.
that might need some work
Yeah.
to get ready for something amazing?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question.
Right. So Isaiah 40.3 talks about making a straight path for God in the desert.
Right.
The devotional emphasizes that it's not about literal paths.
Okay.
It's more about removing obstacles in our lives,
That makes sense.
aligning ourselves with God's purpose.
Yeah.
But what does that actually look like
Yeah, good question.
in practice,
Well, if you think about the historical context, this verse was written when Israel was returning from exile.
Yeah.
So they had been through a lot.
Yeah.
Felt lost and displaced.
They are probably exhausted,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
like coming home after years away
Exactly.
and finding your house is totally overgrown. The path's blocked.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's not a fun feeling. That feeling of being lost and blocked.
Yeah.
I think that resonates with so many people today.
Oh, absolutely.
We all experience those exiles in a way. Maybe not literally being exiled,
Yeah.
but in our own lives.
Right.
A job loss or a relationship ending.
Oh, yeah.
Just feeling like we've lost our way.
Totally.
Yeah, and the devotional points out some common roadblocks too.
Okay. Like what?
Doubt,
Yeah.
distractions, things we know aren't good for us,
Like what kind of things?
disobedience.
Yeah.
But the devotional also made me think,
Yeah.
what are the specific things in my life that are obstacles, unique to my situation?
Right. And I think that's a really important point because we can get so caught up in the general
Exactly.
that we forget to really look at our own individual.
Yes. And it's not just about clearing out the junk either, right?
Right.
The verse uses this image
Okay.
of a straight highway, like something you'd build for a king.
Wow. Yeah.
Highways don't just appear overnight, though.
No, definitely not.
It takes so much effort.
Planning, resources.
Yeah, sometimes you even have to knock things down.
Yeah. Literally demolish things.
Right, to make way for this new road.
To make room for it.
It's intentional. It's active.
Very much so.
So how do we translate that demolition
Right.
and rebuilding into spiritual terms?
Oh, that's a great question.
What tools do we use?
The devotional talked about things like
Okay.
repentance, forgiveness,
Wow.
making prayer a priority,
Okay.
saying, okay, this thing, this resentment, this bad habit,
Yeah.
it's blocking the path. Time to clear it out.
It's got to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's wild?
Yeah.
The devotional pointed out that John the Baptist,
Okay.
guy who baptized Jesus,
Yeah.
was actually fulfilling this prophecy from Isaiah.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He was getting people ready
Yeah.
for Jesus' arrival.
He was like the ultimate hype man.
He was.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder,
Yeah.
are we preparing the way in our own lives for something significant?
Yeah.
For a positive change.
Right. What needs to shift
Exactly.
to make that happen?
I love that. And then there's this other amazing idea.
Okay.
Even the desert can be transformed.
Really?
This place that seems so barren,
Yeah.
empty.
Like a wasteland.
Right. The verse talks about God's glory appearing in the desert.
Wow.
It's a beautiful image
Yeah.
of hope, just as Israel experienced this renewal after their exile.
Right.
We can find that same renewal
Yeah.
when we make room for something bigger than ourselves.
That's so powerful.
It is. Those empty spaces,
Yeah.
they become places of transformation, growth,
Yeah.
even beauty.
It's like taking a neglected piece of land and turning it into this.
A thriving garden.
Yes.
Exactly.
But it takes work.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't just happen overnight.
No.
And the devotional emphasizes that.
Yeah.
It's not just about creating a void.
Okay.
It's about what fills that space.
Right.
When we clear the way God steps in
Okay.
with guidance, grace, and those aha moments that help us grow.
Oh, I love that.
It's not subtraction, it's addition.
Yeah. And speaking of adding,
Okay.
the devotional brings in Isaiah 57.14.
Okay.
It talks about building a road,
Okay.
removing obstacles.
Got it.
But there's a real sense of urgency in this verse.
Really?
It says, build up, prepare the road,
Wow.
remove the obstacles out of the way of my people.
That's intense.
It's not passive.
It's an active call to participate in the transformation.
I like that.
So what does it even mean to build up?
That's a good question.
In a spiritual sense,
Yeah.
what are we even using
Yeah, what are the materials?
to construct this new path?
What are we building with?
Right, that's a great question to ponder.
Yeah.
Are we building with stronger faith, deeper understanding?
Yeah.
Are we being mindful
Yeah.
of who and what we surround ourselves with?
That's huge.
What are the habits and practices that actually create a solid foundation?
Yeah.
So much to think about.
It is a lot.
We've talked about clearing obstacles,
Yeah.
making a straight path,
Yeah.
building something new.
Totally.
But if you had to sum it all up,
Okay.
what's the one big takeaway?
I think for me, it's about being intentional.
Okay.
Recognizing that positive change doesn't just happen.
Right.
We have a role to
We
play.
have to prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a final thought.
Okay.
Imagine God's making this grand entrance
Okay.
into your life today.
Right.
What would need to change to make way for that?
Yeah.
What needs to be cleared out? What needs to be built up?
Yeah.
What needs to be straightened out?
I encourage you to really sit with that question and ask yourself, what small steps
Yeah.
can you take starting today to prepare the way for something truly incredible?
Yeah.